So that's good, Joe. I like it. So why do I like it? Because you're keeping your core of your body nice and still. You know, this bit here, that remains nice and still, which then allows you to then push forward more effectively. You know, obviously this way. Let's get my arrow. Push forward this way more effectively. But what I'd like to see you use is your stick. But that's not a problem, not using it at the moment. But maybe build up the momentum. So you're doing it well over a minute and a half, which is good. You want to build it up to at least 2-3 minutes, especially on a spring exerciser, not a motorized one. But why don't you just build up the momentum? And when you do that, I'd want to see a lot more pushing in this area here, not just kind of back and forth here, which is good. That would be more kind of making headway. You're just starting to build up the pace. But I'd like to see you in a full drive, you know, really coming wider with your bridge and using more of this area here, not just kind of this area here. And that's good for what you're doing, but I want to see you kind of a lot stronger, more of a finish. Because what I want to see when you do that is more pushing from the elbow, from the shoulders and the elbows, which is kind of from here more, if that makes sense. So you imagine like a boxer jabbing. I want to see more of not a right hook, but more coming from the shoulder. And what will happen is, because why we push like this and why it's effective is you want to be in rhythm with the horse. When the horse comes up to then extend and grab the ground, that's initially what you're doing. Essentially, that's what you're doing. So you want really like a pushing over kind of style and bringing back under, over, back under. I could show you a video, or I could even demonstrate and send you a video of what I mean if you don't understand. What you're doing there is great, but I just want to see a little bit more pace and a lot more use of your elbow and your shoulder. And we can do that by widening the bridge more, narrowing, widening, narrowing. Again, I can show you that on the video. Leave the stick out for now, that's not a problem. But because you haven't got a stick, I want to see a lot more strength with your arms, a lot more space used. Like I said earlier, within that circle that I marked, which is kind of here. So your hands are moving kind of from here to here. That makes sense? And over and under. Just like a horse gallops. When the horse grabs the ground, he extends his head down. Not maybe that low, but you'll get my gist. And when he comes up to grab the ground again, when he comes up to here. That's when you're curled up in a ball, and then when he grabs the ground, you're at full extension when his neck comes down. I hope that makes sense. Give me a shout back with regards to my comments. But what I'm seeing there is good. We can give it a bit of slow-mo if you want. Just rewind back, and just give it a bit of slow-mo. So I'd ideally want you to move your hands more. You know, all you're doing there is just jabbing backwards and forwards. Bring your hands further back, over and under, and you'll create more power. But what you're doing there is good. I'd like to see it a little bit more. Give me a shout. All right, Joe, well done, mate. And ideally, I want to be seeing you ahead. But I can see enough of it. But when we start really pushing more with the extension here, where your arms will be more straight, yeah, those arms should come up round your cheeks. And I can't see your head, or I can't see your head fully. So let's try and get this camera up a little bit higher. Hope that all makes sense. Speak soon. Cheers, Joe. Bye.